February 2022 recap. It's been 2 years since the last one of these, but we're finally back to be able to teach in person and do a full day like this. So today consisted of 4 workshops. The first workshop covered the embrace, how to move like a tango dancer, and the systems of walking. So we started off with the tango posture. So we started with our feet comfortably together, heels close together, don't have to be touching, but within reason. Toes slightly apart, and we're just going to bring our chest forward by leaning forward until we just start feeling those heels coming off the ground. That means our chest is over the balls of our feet. We're then just going to flex the knee until we come into a state of balance. We're then going to come in front of our partner. There's going to be a slight L shape to ourselves, or V shape. The right hand for the leader is going to come around the back of the follower and rest around as far as is comfortable. If we're more open, my right hand will be more towards the follower's left hand side. If we're closer, my hand will be more towards the right shoulder blade. Same for the follower's left hand, that will be on top of my shoulders, and if we move to a more open position, it slides around. I look over my follower's right shoulder, my follower looks over my right shoulder, or slightly inclines her head to look at my chest. We're going to have the elbows facing down, and the follower's hand is just going to rest on top, and there's enough tone just to keep this hand in position. We then look at the balanceo by rocking our weight from side to side. Notice the followers will come with me. So when we do this, if I pause on my right foot, all my weight is on my right, and my left foot is free. So I can do this little lapis motion to indicate that. We then looked at moving. So move my chest forward. This causes my follower's foot to project as she's following my chest. We step into the space and left behind. Now we can go for a walk around the room. We can change the size of the step, make them bigger, smaller, faster or slower. We can also add in rock steps where we transfer the weight forward and rock it back. We can even do a rebound where we rock the weight back another step. Or we can do side steps, which again can vary in size. We can also go into the outside system of walking by stepping slightly outside the follower, stepping outside with the right foot, going outside my follower, twisting my chest to my right to face the follower. She's twisting her chest to her right as well. And we can walk outside and come back in line. So that covered workshop 1. We then went into workshop 2 where we looked at the cross, Volcadas and Calesitas. Strange combination for a beginner's workshop, but we started off with this outside walk, and then we took a side step to the left to face each other. We can then twist the chest to the left as a leader and bring it over that left foot, and that causes the follower to pivot on her right foot and drag her left foot in front of the right. I can close my feet together. To unhook her, I twist her a little bit more towards my left, her weight comes onto her front foot, and I can walk out. If we wanted to do this into a Calesita, as I unhook her, I start walking backwards around my follower. If I walk in a pure circle, she'll just pivot on the ball of that foot, and we do a Calesita. I lean it into me slightly, I'll do this, we end up in the Volacada. Again, I can choose when I want to come out of this by just moving my chest forward, so you'll project backwards, and create a space for me to step into. Workshop 3, we went into Ochos. So from our cross, this time, instead of unhooking her and walking through, I unhook her and then lead her across myself on my chest, and twist my chest to my right, which causes the follower to step forward out of the cross. I can pivot her through 180 degrees, then lead her across to my left, so my chest is acting almost like a spotlight, showing her where to go. So I'm stepping her forward, pivoting, stepping her forward and pivoting. I can add my own side steps to this to change the size of the steps. Again, we can speed this up and slow it down. We can add less rotation to it, in which case the follower will start progressing forward in her forward Ochos, so I have to go backwards. If I over-rotate her, I can then move forward with it. And we have overturn front Ochos. Also from these Ochos, If I pause her at any point and just reverse the motion, so I'm pivoting back the other way and then taking her to the side, we can do back ochos. We also looked at doing some decorations for the followers, such as doing boleos by her flicking the leg up in front, back crosses, little forward boleos, taps, and sweeps. So we can add those in as pure decorations to our tango. Final workshop of the day, we brought these together with some of the iconic moves in tango, including the boleo, the gancho, the passado, and the polado. So we got this into a sequence. We started off where we started earlier with the outside walk, cross, taking the follower into the ocho, and this time I'm going to lower her down as she takes this forward step on her right foot. This causes her to do a sweep or planeo, and as she does that, I'm going to bring my right foot in front of her standing leg, which is my follower's right foot. This causes a block or curada. From here she can do a lusrada or shoe shine, by rubbing her shoe outside my calf. I can then take her over into a passada, so I'm going to lift her my chest and stepping her over, and then I'm going to take her to my right, and I'm going to lean forward slightly, which causes a foot to come into this castrolada boleo. And then finally, we did the gancho. I'm going to take my chest to my left, slightly down, then back to my right and up as I lean my follower into me. And that leg's going to straighten, so then I'm going to try and press back to my right, but because my leg's in the way, it's going to hook around it, forming the gancho. So we talked about not clamping, not randomly kicking between the legs. This is actually all done by feel of when the follower's leg match this, and then we can walk her out and we're back into our walk. So that covered about 4 hours of teaching today. So thank you all for coming and hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching this Urban Tango Nights recap. If you like these videos, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the logo. You can find more of our class summaries down here and other videos of us dancing tango over here. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Meetup. Links are in the description below, and you can also subscribe to our newsletter using the link below.